A man solely known as Farmer, who resides in the town of Stonebridge in the kingdom of Ebb, is content with his life with his wife Solana and their small boy Zeph. The Krug, a group of ape-like and primitive creatures, assault the village one day. They take up weapons, put on armor, and fight with bravery, cunning, and ferocity, shocking the populace. The reason for this is that Galleon, a strong magus who has turned vicious and narcissistic in his quest to subjugate and dominate Ebb, has magically taken possession of them. Farmer repels the Krug attack with the help of his friend Norik and his brother-in-law Bastion. Zeph, who is killed by Galleon using a Krug avatar, is not saved by him. Galleon asserts, via Krug, that he cannot read Farmer. Solana is brought into custody along with other residents of Stonebridge. At Stonebridge, King Conread, Commander Teresh, and Ebb's warriors come to assess the damage and enlist new members for their army. Merrick, another magus working for Conread, sees Norik and assumes he has seen him before, so he attempts to find out who Farmer is. To find Solana, Farmer, Norik, and Bastion ventured out on their own. Merrick's daughter Muriella, who had fallen in love with Galleon, decides to break up with him when she discovers his dark side and that he taught her power only to be able to take it away. She tells her father, who feels that because of her love for Galleon, their abilities have been tipped in Galleon's favor. In the meantime, Duke Fallow, Conrad's conceited and immature nephew, is collaborating with Galleon in an attempt to succeed his uncle. He kidnaps a company of Ebb soldiers and tries to poison Conrad. Conrad soon recovers and rallies his army to confront Galleon's forces. Farmer and his friends travel through Sedgwick woodland when they come upon the withdrawn nymphs, who are guided out of the woodland by Elora. Farmer loses consciousness during their attempt to save Solana from the Krug, and Norik and Bastion are taken prisoner. Farmer kills one of Galleon's avatars while he is being hung, allowing himself to escape and being saved by Merrick. When Farmer is brought to Conrad and his army's camp, Merrick reveals that Farmer is actually Camden Conrad, Conrad's long-lost son. He tells how a young farmer was present at a fight many years ago at a location called Oxley Pass, when Norik discovered him. Although Farmer was taken care of by the people of Stonebridge and shielded from the mayhem that engulfed Ebb, Norik was seen as the adoptive father. Merrick's allegations are not supported by Conrad or Farmer. Fallow's only remaining ally is his personal guard when Conrad exposes his betrayal, causing the rest of the company to turn against him and join the army. A fight breaks out between the Krug and Ebb's troops shortly after. Ultimately, Farmer and Ebb's troops prevail, forcing the Krug to flee, but Fallow manages to gravely wound Conrad. Following the fight, Conrad and Farmer discover they have comparable knowledge as Conrad gives Farmer his last breath, declaring him to be his son. Teresh, meanwhile, issues Fallow a challenge to a duel. Fallow is taken away when Teresh prevails. The newly crowned king, Farmer, prepares everyone for the next conflict. Norik, Bastion, and Solana are brought to Christwind Hold, Galleon's lair, in the meantime. While fighting the Krug with Bastion, Norik is slain. After bringing Solana to Galleon, who is able to sense Farmer within her, Solana learns that she is expecting Farmer's second child. Farmer, together with Merrick, Muriella, and Elora, who has sided with Ebb against Galleon, set out to infiltrate Galleon's lair, with Teresh and the rest of the army holding off while Krug advances. Galleon kills Merrick after Merrick enters the lair magically and engages in combat. Elora stays outside the lair as the Farmer and Muriella enter as well. Farmer confronts Galleon with a sword fight after discovering Solana. Galleon is about to kill him after turning to magic to get the upper hand, but Solana stabs him in the back instead. When Muriella shows up, she tries to help Farmer, but Galleon stops her magic and wins. Farmer swiftly kills Galleon by cutting his throat while he is still injured. With the removal of Galleon's magical influence, the crew returned to their prehistoric ways, sparing Tarish and his battered men as well as Bastion and the hostages. Farmer and Solana are joyfully reunited as the kingdom is saved after he has finally exacted revenge on his son.